Three, two, one, we are live. What is up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Referral Partner Acquisition Show. If you're new to the show, my name is Will Anagnos. It's nice to meet you. As always, I'm here with my co-host, Panos Sklavenitis. Panos, what's going on?
It's going great. Let me do it. If you're watching live, please hashtag live. Please comment hashtag live. If you're watching on a replay, please comment hashtag replay. Show us your love. Give us a like, thumbs up, something to see that we have you with us. I always like to do that.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see a heart, a thumbs up, or a comment down below. No, I'm just kidding. I know they're going to come soon. So, guys, if you're new to the show, we do this every Friday at 12 noon Eastern time. And we usually talk about how to acquire referral partners, how to provide them value, and how to retain them long term. Today, we're going to be focusing on that middle section, which is how to provide them value. So, let's go ahead and get into it. And I hope you guys find this valuable. If you do find it valuable, please let us know so that we know that we're doing the right thing. And if we're doing the wrong thing, just let us know privately so that we can edit, and we're happy with that. So appreciate you being here. Panos, ready to get this thing started?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically today with Will, we decided that we want to go over something that our members and future members can offer to their agents. What I mean by that is, in order to partner up with an agent, it's not enough to just be able to close loans, right? At the end of the day, that's the description of our jobs. In order to differentiate yourself from the competition, you need to entice them and you need to be able to offer something that will make them want to work with you even more and will make them trust you faster. What we have realized with working with hundreds of loan officers and with their respective referral partners is that a lot of agents, and I'm sure you're probably going to have to add something to this, is that they're not very good in certain things, such as their follow-ups, such as maintaining the database cleanly, also getting reviews from their past clients, potentially creating landing pages for their listings. There's so many little things that a lot of agents are lacking, whether because they haven't found the proper systems, or perhaps they don't have money to invest, or for whatever reason, they haven't completely figured out how to do everything that I mentioned, and especially utilize the database. So with Will, the past few months or a year, we have discussing how can we as WA provide even more value to our clients who are loan officers like you, so you can provide that to your prospective referral partners and especially agents. And we have found that our system, which we show you basically every week, Omega Lead Converter, is a great system also for agents. And it's a great system for an agent and a loan officer to work together so they can grow their businesses at the same time faster. So, Will, do you want to add anything, or should I just keep on going?
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and share you guys. Why do you? I want to ask though before I show you what I'm going to show you. Why do you think a lot of realtors don't have their systems set together? I have a guess based off of my realtor friends that tell me things. Obviously, everybody's different, but what do you think?
So I believe it's the same thing as with loan officers. You know, there's so many systems out there. Your job entails so many different things, so you have to wear different hats. So it's the exact same thing. A good agent needs to focus on producing listings, relationships, but then again, they have to also focus on having the right systems, which a lot of them fail to do because it's hard.
Yeah, it reminds me of like applying for a job, getting the job, and then they give you all these things that you didn't know that you needed. Like I'm sure there's a handful of agents out there that thought I'm just gonna get my license, buy and sell, or not buy and sell homes,
Exactly.
and be in the end of it. And then they actually get into training, and they probably get taught this is a software that automates this, and you should X Y Z, and they're like, whoa, I've never done that in my life, which is what training is for. But still, doing anything for the first time is not easy. That's my thought.
Exactly. No, you're absolutely right. And the thing is, it's what you said. You expect that you'll be doing one thing when in reality, in order for you to do the one thing you thought you're gonna be doing, which is selling homes, you need to first do so many more things and build your database and do this and do that in order to be able to sell homes. No one becomes an agent or a loan officer for that matter and produce high numbers within the first month or the first 6 months unless they have a solid plan or unless somehow they knew a lot of people before they got into the industry and they were welcomed with referrals. But that's not the case for most people getting in this industry. When you first start, you do not have a database outside of your sphere of influence and the contacts you have on your phone. So what's the first thing you need to do as an agent? Or you don't need to do it, but what's the first thing that everyone says that you need to do? Is you need to add names to your database. You need to grow
Yeah,
your
call everyone
pipeline.
you know and call everyone you know and their dog.
Exactly.
I remember
Exactly.
when I was selling for Cutco back when I was in college, like first year of college, so I'm 18, 19. I had no idea what I was doing. I just needed to get a job. And the first thing they were like is like, if you want to be good at this, you need to call everybody you know. And as you know, as Greeks, we know a lot of people, especially our own community. But I knew, especially because my mom was really social, so I knew everybody growing up. And so I had a lot of people to call. And I remember calling them, and everyone was like, yeah, no, like no to me going to their house and showing them how to cut a freaking dime. And I didn't like that. I was like, this isn't me, and I don't want them to think this is me. And there must be some sort of warmer way for me to make sales without me having to call my aunt's friend who sold me a pocket watch when I was 6. Like I don't true story. I don't so if you have a true story something like that, drop in the comments so we can all laugh about it. Not at you, with you. So yeah, I mean, let me just show you guys what I think would be helpful for you guys. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
You can't see my screen. Drop a comment and let us know. I can do a
I
little
can,
bit.
but can you zoom in just a tiny bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. So, guys, this is the Omega Lead Converter. All of our members have access to this, and they have everything that you see. But we're going to focus on just a few things. So, imagine hopping on a phone call with a realtor, and like Pano said, people try to sell their programs or mortgages and stuff like that. And
Can I
instead of
take over? Can I take over this part?
yeah, please take over. I don't want to butcher what you had
So
said.
everyone will agree with this, and I'm talking as a loan officer, as a fellow loan officer to everyone watching. What happens when a loan officer talks to an agent 99% of the times? Hi, Mr. Agent, this is
May not be
Panos from
you.
X. Hmm? Say that
Let's
again?
clarify. This may not be you, whoever's watching this right now. This may not be you, but it's
Yeah.
someone else.
But it is probably you. The
Probably
point
you.
is that the majority of loan officers, okay, the majority of loan officers, when they first get introduced or they meet a new agent, what do? They refer back to telling them, we have great programs at my company. We're the fastest. We're the cheapest. We can provide excellent service. These are all things that you cannot prove until you actually get a referral. And it's also things that everyone else says. So you're becoming like a broken record, right? Have you ever heard of a broken
Right.
record?
If someone is saying, hey, I got this message already. Hey, I got this email already. Hey, I keep getting hit up from other people. The only reason why they're saying that is because you said something that was the same as the last person. So
Exactly.
it's not that it's not that your calling is bad or that your messaging is off or that what you're saying is it's not like it's not the platform's fault, whether it's on social media or in real life or on the phone. It's not the platform's fault. You're just being like everybody else, and the platform is fine. You just need to be different, and there's 1,000 million ways to be different.
Yeah, and one of the ways that we suggest, and it works for our members, and perhaps it would work for you because it works for so many people, is instead of focusing on yourself when you talk to new agents and new prospective partners, instead flip the script and
Mhm.
focus on them. Meaning, find out everything you can about their business, because every agent is a business and every loan officer is a business. They're running their own business. How are they doing it? What tools are they using? How are they separating themselves from the competition? What
Really get to know
steps,
them.
what steps are they taking in order to maintain their activity in this crazy market? Why is one of them successful and another one not? Once you start finding out those things, you can see where each agent needs help. And that's where you can come in and present yourself as an expert or as an authority in their specific problem and actually provide a solution that will actually help them. Not just a verbal solution. Hey, you can go on Facebook and do daily posts and message your community and you'll get deals. We're not talking about this.
You brought up daily posts. Like, post is great for brand awareness. If you're a new loan officer, it should be something that you do on your own. You shouldn't pay anyone to do it. But you should know if you're put all your eggs in that basket, because you really are not, you cannot buy milk with likes. So whatever you post, you may, out of all your posts, it's hard to track. You can't really know if someone became a client of yours because of this post you made. It's very untrackable. It happens. Of course it happens. There's thousands of people that are looking for homes. There's thousands of people looking at taking out mortgages, and there's thousands more people that can support that service. So before you think, oh, I'm on a posting schedule and all these likes are going to turn into money, you can't go to the store and buy anything with likes. Just wanted to say that. So yeah, imagine you hop on a phone call with an agent and you don't talk about all the things Pano said don't talk about. Imagine if you asked them about how they're running their business and then provided them a solution. So with the Omega Lead Converter, and all of our members have access to this, find out, are you doing email marketing? How often and to who? How much are you paying for the tool that you're using? Same question for phone call messaging, follow-up,
Newsletters.
newsletters, landing pages. Are they doing this? If yes, how much are they paying? Can they stop that subscription? Because you can just show them the Omega Lead Converter and it'll do it for them. So what this is not just a CRM, it's an entire marketing platform. So imagine going to one of your realtor appointments and saying, hey, do you need help with nurturing your borrowers or following up or reactivating your dead leads? Or maybe you're buying Zillow leads, but they're all just going to your inbox and it's stuck. Do you want any opt-ins? So maybe you're buying Zillow and you want to make sure that every single new opt-in goes into this drip campaign that will last so that you don't have to stop doing what you're doing. I'm just going to stop right there. What do you guys think about this if you're watching this live or on the replay? What do you think about actually going to your agents and not just saying, hey, I have this awesome ABC loan? Or instead of saying, hey, what are you doing for follow-up? I'm paying this much money for follow-up and I'm doing this. Okay, I think there's room for, if there's not room for improvement, if they have everything under control, perfect. Worst case scenario, you can probably save them money. So for example, if someone is investing in a CRM, a email marketing provider, this follow-up systems with the phone, I can't remember what they're called, like Follow-Up Boss, something like that. All these add up to a couple $100. The Omega Lead Converter, depending on what level you're at, is either 100 or 300. And if you want to include LinkedIn marketing, which LinkedIn marketing is what you can do for your agents, you can grow their networks as well. But that aside, you can make them stop their subscriptions and have the tool that follows up with all their business, and you can just show them this. So you would hop on a call with an agent, you would say, hey, this is the Omega Lead Converter, and I've shown you borrowers, follow-ups, reactivation, opt-ins, even appointment auto reminders. This system is where you're going to schedule your appointments. This system is where you're going to manage all your leads. And everything goes into a nice little contact section, just like your phone book, so you can manage it properly. And if you show, we're being broad because we don't know if agent XYZ is needing more of a pipeline organization or needs more email marketing. What we do know is on the call with them, you need to find out what they have, how much they're paying for it, and can you save them money and save them time. And if you introduce them to Omega Lead Converter, you're immediately able to support them when it comes to communication with their clients, lead generation, referral partnership establishments, so meeting more prospective referral partners, social media postings, and everyday, what's the word I'm looking for, business automations. So like auto reminders and auto tasks and notes and everywhere where you manage your business. So if you don't have the Omega Lead Converter, what softwares are you using to show your agents to help them? What you're doing is you're not trying to sell them something. What you're doing is if you're paying more money for the same amount of things that can be done in one place, then I can help you. Or if you're not doing email marketing, if you don't have your pre-appointment follow-ups, post-appointment follow-ups, your newsletters, your quarterly mortgage or annual mortgage reviews, your quarterly check-ins, all this should be happening in one place, and it should all happen on autopilot. And you can support them with this just by having access to the Omega Lead Converter.
And just for a second, I want you to imagine the difference, how different your conversation would be if you went with this to an agent.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
They would, after 2 minutes, they will stop being defensive, because every agent is defensive when they first talk to a loan officer, of course. But as soon as you explain to them that you're not there to just tell them the same things that every other loan officer is telling them, and you're there because you're using a system and you can give them access to that system that can build their entire business in one place. And of course, the cost can be split, so there is no RESPA violation or anything. I'm not saying for anyone to cover the cost or anything like that, just to put that out there. But the point is, to what Will said, when you talk to them, ask them what they do about all those things that we mentioned. But when they start telling you what they do, dig deeper. Ask them, are you happy using that service? Because a lot of people say, yes, I do my follow-ups. Yes, I do database reactivation. But when you ask them a couple more questions and you dig deeper, you realize that they're not truly are doing it, or they're not doing it.
Let's do a quick role play. Panos, what are you doing right now to follow up with your agent, with your contacts, with your past clients?
Yeah, I have 2 Excel sheets that I call my past clients every once in a while that I have time, and I try to get referrals out of them.
Okay, and do you like doing what you just said?
Well, I only do it when I have time, and it doesn't seem like I have a specific process in place. So to be honest, I just feel like I'm all over the place.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you're that sure. I guess what would you change about your process if you could?
Well, the thing is, Will, I've tried to use different systems, and every time there is this learning curve, and every time it costs so much money, and there's so many things and so many new systems out there that I just feel like.
Give me a specific example just for the people who are watching. So, what about your follow-up would you change if you could?
Yeah, I would love to have weekly follow-ups that pertain to my specific niche of clients. And actually, I would love to have a nice local newsletter.
Perfect. Well, let me break those. You want 2 things, so let me show you those 2 things. So the second thing was newsletters. Remind me the first thing you just said.
Email marketing.
So newsletters are just fancy emails.
Yes.
So you're kind of mixing them, and I guess it's okay. That's my department, honestly.
Or a place to just be able to call my leads at once without having to manually type each of their numbers.
So great one. So what you could be like, okay, great. I'm going to support you with your email newsletters. I can share my account with you, Mr. Realtor. And once you're in my account, I'm going to guide you to this marketing set tab, and then click email templates. And I already have email templates, which I'll give you for free, Mr. Realtor. Quarterly, we'll have to change the wording, but quarterly, annual mortgage reviews, we'll have to change the wording. But we have these mortgage newsletters, or we'll change the wording to real estate newsletters. check out these listings. That one actually makes sense for you. So we'll click check out these listings. And Mr. Realtor, can you just, I don't know, give me maybe your logo if you have one? Can you give me some, your addresses, the asking prices, and some pictures of your listings and the website? I'll add these buttons here. So when people receive this email, let's just preview it on our mobile device. When someone reads this email and they click this, it brings them to your website. Would you like us to set that up for you? It only takes 5 minutes.
Why would they say
How
no?
powerful is that?
Why would they say no?
So we got 2 minutes left in the episode. So guys, we're gonna leave it as that. Thanks for joining us. If you want this, just reach out to Panosar in Facebook Messenger. We're happy to support you. Thanks again for watching this with us, hanging out. We're gonna be here next week, same time, same place, talking about the same good old stuff, helping you acquire partners, provide value, and retain them long term, so that you never have to go out there and find the business. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks, Panos.